everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In this NFC South divisional matchup, we have a burner and a bruiser. It's Devontae Freeman going up against Mark Ingram.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down, Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Kaepernick now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Here we go.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Kaepernick going to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go.
On the counter, here's Kamara. There he goes inside the 30. Look at the spin. The touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down, Ryan. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Ryan. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. But other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st down, Kaepernick. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Again, it's Kamara. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Let's go.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lutz's kick is good. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And here now come the Falcons. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. Let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Gabriel, the man in motion. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Gabriel, the man in motion. Now a play fake here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And that goes for a gain of 31. Going to give to Freeman on the draw. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And while there's no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
On second down, Freeman. And a solid run down inside the 30. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
He's got Sanu. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll run here with Freeman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now Ryan on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. Here's Ryan. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And this one is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Powers through. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They go play action here on 1st down. Brought in left side by Snead. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Try 38! Ohio! Here we go!
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An NFL update. They're in the 2nd quarter in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
The play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Gabriel to man in motion. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
The Saints put up 29 points a game last year, second only to the Falcons, and they're in range to get some points on this drive as well. 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. A give. This is Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Let's go. 21.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let this one go into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And VGFL update. They're in the second quarter in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out come the Falcons now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second down following the run. From the shotgun, Ryan. Flush to his right. Room here to run. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Gabriel, the man in motion. To throw on second down. Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Gabriel, the man in motion. Ryan. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He's got Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Broke through some contacts, but unable to reach the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go.
They run it again with Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. Kaepernick now to throw. And it's complete to the fullback, Felton. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The play clock's running down. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Now Ryan back into his end zone. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal. And the Pigskin at the 7-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they were. and they picked that one off.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Here we go.
Now an inside run to Jerome Felton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Kaepernick to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back now here live in New Orleans. Fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st down, Ryan. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? I eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot, and that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Nick Fairley in there to get him for a loss of 5. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. To throw is Ryan. Finding Gabriel complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage. Back. At the 17. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Let's go!
2nd down. Here's an option right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Second down following the run.
Watch 2, watch 2. 20, 20. 25.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's brought down. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a 1st. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Falcons on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Now Ryan. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. And the Lions able to stretch their lead as they score again. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. 1st and goal here from the 9. From the gun, it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons get a bit closer. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, Ingram. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. Ingram's got the first down and more. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Here we go. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They give it to the first man through. It's Felton. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now a handoff to Ingram. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now West. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for New Orleans, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.